The illegal elbow.
Elbow techniques.
This is the elbow.
An elbow from here. I'll throw the elbow.
Yeah, the illegal elbow.
All right, people, we're back, man. Illegal Elbow Radio, another exciting episode for you guys, man. This is Brian from Illegal Elbow Radio, Illegal Elbow on Twitter.
And this is Dan from MMA Aftermath on Facebook and Twitter.
Here we are, a little UFC 185 post-fight stuff. You can see I'm a mess. It's been a rough weekend, but I don't go back to work for a little while, so at least not till tomorrow night. So here's to you. Really light action for you. Just some fights I wanted to go over, some fights I really like. Joseph Duffy looked awesome. Coming in, Jake Lindsay. Lindsay didn't look bad. I don't know a lot about the guy. Same with Duffy, but, I knew he was coming over from Ireland. Was the last guy to beat Conor McGregor. So I'm definitely excited to see what's next for that guy. Looks awesome, man. Jermaine, I always have a problem with her last name, T. Radami. Larissa Pacheco, it was sad to watch. She shouldn't even have been there. She should not even have been there. I think she's gotten lucky with just facing some really easy competition or something. I don't know why she's even in UFC, to be honest with you. I don't get it. Giving her the benefit of the doubt, she's very young too, so she's probably needs more experience to be in there with somebody like a Jermaine. Jermaine's been, the girl goes back to Strikeforce. She's not an amazing record. She's 5-3, I think, maybe 6-3 now. But not an amazing record. But she's got a great kickboxing background. So the girl's no newbie to the fight game. So her being in there with Pacheco, I kind of have to wonder if sometimes they just it's just a card filler. Let's throw it in there, see if Pacheco will take the fight. Then she takes it. It's just demolishing. And same with the other girl fight. I might as well segue right into it. The championship fight. Joanna versus Esparza. Sorry about the heaters kicking on, so it's probably going to take up some of microphone noise and crap like that. Sorry about that. But it just looked to me like Esparza, everything was going well for her until fight night. Not giving her any excuse, but it just seemed like the way they did everything with the show, it's like, okay, great, now we got this chick that she's a badass, and the show proved it, but you're comparing the world to the contestants that were on that show, and calling that a world champion, and it kind of takes away from the show and takes away from Carla, too, because it puts Carla in a tough spot, so now she comes out of this show that's with only so many people, because going in there with a girl like Johanna, my gosh, Johanna. I won't even try to say her last name. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But the girl is a monster, man. The girl beat the living tar out of Esparza. Esparza got to show a little bit of the wrestling game, but not much at all, man. Not much. And I think she knew she was going in over her head, talking about Esparza. I think she just kind of knew it in the back of her head. You could see the beginning of the fight when they were announcing and all that. She just looked like she didn't want to be there, man. She just looked like, oh shit, this is going to suck. We will be doing a audio show, Spreaker.com. Search Legal Level MMA Show, you'll find us. We're on there all the time, but we're getting to the point where myself and the other host, we're on opposite schedules. So it's going to be a really big pain in the ass to try to get shows out and get them going and get them moving and stuff like that. So I might be doing a little more stuff here now and then. Tried a couple short videos here and there, but we do our main show and our talks. It's all audio shows. Like I said, Spreaker.com, Legal Elbow MMA Show, or you can go to LegalElbow.com and see each show as they come out. Top left corner, you can't miss it. But Josh Copeland, Jared Rosholt. The thing that was bad about this fight is Josh Copeland was gun shy, afraid to commit, and afraid to really go to town. And Rosholt was gun shy also because he was afraid to overcommit and get knocked the fuck out again because he's coming off a knockout loss. So it was almost hard to watch. It's like, all right, guys, let's get it going here. Let's get something moving here. If that was in Japan years back, they'd have both got yellow cards. All right, if you guys don't get moving, we're taking some of your purse away. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous when you see fights like that. But it's almost understandable because it's Rosholt. I don't want to give him a bunch of excuses. He did his job. He did what he had to do. But Copeland doesn't have an excuse. There were so many times he could have just gone off, landed shots, and he didn't. And If he's cut from UFC, I'm not going to be surprised. But UFC doesn't cut like they used to. Maybe they will, give it some time and maybe air out a few, 5, 10 fighters at a time. Who knows? There's companies out there that are looking for fighters right now. And if you got new UFC anywhere near your name, they're going to take you. It doesn't friggin' matter. So, talking Bellator, Coker will be all over that. So, hey, man, give him a shot over here and see what they do. But I'm hoping Copeland gets another shot here so we can at least have one more chance to do something. And if he fucks it up, then you get the fuck out of here, man. Really, it's like it's shit or get off the pot, man. It's just how it is, man. And it sucks because I wanted to see the guy do more. The guy's got bricks in his friggin' hands, man. He caught Rochelle with a couple of shots, here and there, but he just didn't follow up, didn't do nothing with it, man. And it's frustrating to see when guys do that. It's like, damn it, Crookshank having a hard time, man. This guy's like around the corner from us too. Well, at least at one point he was Detroit superstar. Beneil Dariush, the guy just each time I see him, the guy's that much better. And I thought this would be a good test for Crookshank. And I'm not bagging on Crookshank. Crookshank fought a great fight, but it's just Dariush looks so good, man. And I'm telling you, man, King's MMA, Rafael Cordeiro, there's nothing these guys can do wrong anymore, man. These guys are creating monsters. Fabricio Verdun, Dariush, and the champion, Dos Anjos. They're all on that team, man. 3 key fighters, huge fighters, and there's a bunch of other guys that are on that team as well. These are guys to watch for, man, because anybody that Rafael Cordeiro gets his hands on in some way, shape, or form becomes a stinking monster, man. And just before I get out of here, man, Alistair Overeem, perfect game plan against Roy Nelson. Roy Nelson was just getting more pissed and more pissed. And Alistair Overeem even said in the post-fight, every time I hit him, he got more and more pissed. And I just had to keep on the skates and get away from him because even Dana White was saying, the guy's not human. Talking about Roy. It's like every time you hit him, he keeps coming at you, and it's you don't want to get hit by one of them freaking semis. I thought it was an awesome game plan, great performance by Overeem, man. It was basically, to me, an overall night. It was a Overeem point style fighting, punch just to get points, punch to get points, and I thought it was a flawless performance, man. I mean, really, I didn't really have anything bad to say about what he did. I don't think he had any real hiccups in there. Some people, he ran too much. No, you want to get hit by Roy Nelson? Yeah, you're going to be backing up too. He did a great fucking job, man. If anybody's got shit to talk like that, come on, man. Besides, I think Alistair Overeem is starting to notice, okay, if I stand in front of these guys, they're going to find my chin. And if he doesn't realize that, he realizes that. Otherwise, he would have fought like that. Johnny Hendricks, Matt Brown, I just thought it was a good fight for Hendricks. You know what I mean? Decision win. I mean, it's not no real flashy win there for Hendricks. And Matt Brown's the reason why. I mean, Matt Brown is just they're both animals. They're both super tough, strong guys. That's why sometimes you see a fight that's not spectacular. It was a good fight, man. It was a great fight. Don't get me wrong, but nobody won in a great fashion because they're so good, man. And it was a great matchup. I mean, Rafael dos Anjos, Rafael Cordeiro, perfect trainer. This guy's looking amazing. I mean, every time out you see him, he's that much better. He's that much better. He's got the right group behind him, and training and all that. And then you see, on the other hand, I think about Pettis, and it's like, man, I just can't think of who's going to be able to really stop a Pettis right now. And maybe a little bit of me kind of sleeping on Dos Anjos, but at the same time, it's like, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was so focused on who the hell is going to be able to stop a Pettis. I just don't think anybody's going to be able to stop him right now. There's a lot of things I should have thought about when it came to Rafael dos Anjos. His top submission game, his ground game altogether. His wrestling he's a shorter guy, you know what I mean? Lower center of gravity. He's just good with takedowns and takedown defense even, you know what I mean? And against the cage fighting and all that kind of stuff. And he knows how to use his hands, man. I mean, he's a shorter dude, but his reach is not too bad. And he just knows how to use his hands and get in and out when it's important, when it's needed. And Pettis was never able to get started. He was never allowed to get started, man. It was just sick to me how Dos Anjos. I think Dos Anjos pretty much used the takedowns more than he had to. I think because when a guy's just constantly taking you down, Sure, it's getting them points, and that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to get points. I totally understand that, but it starts to make it look like, okay, it's almost like you're fighting safe. It's like, okay, you're just using this as a crutch almost. He beat him everywhere. So, I mean, I can't take anything away from the guy. The takedowns, to me, were almost not even necessary. I guess maybe the takedowns were to keep Anthony Pettis guessing. Kind of like a Cain Velasquez, Dos Santos kind of thing. Keep him guessing, man. Wherever you think he's going, he starts to get relaxed. Bam, change it up. I mean, that's probably, there's no real secret to anybody. You know what I mean? There's no real secret to anybody. There's several ways to beat different people, and it's just you got to have the right game plan and the right minds behind you to do it, and the right knowledge. You know what I mean? Just my opinion. I mean, but Pettis has looked so good at getting out of trouble that I thought, his last fight, we're talking about Melendez. Melendez did really good at backing up Pettis like Dos Anjos was. So I thought, somebody else gets in there, they might be able to do that a little bit better than Melendez and might really give him a hard time. But I thought, you know what, he got out of that so easily. Submission, done. You know what I mean? Not with Dos Anjos, man. So anyway, man, I got to get out of here. This video is taking way too long. It's going to take forever to upload. I'll see you guys. 185 was a badass night of fights, man. They need to have more cards like these. If you're going to have a shit night of fights, show it in Lithuania where we don't care, and then bring us back to good ones. But anyway, man, sub guys. We'll see you. LegalOppo.com. Any information you want to check out our audio show, man, for sure. Because that's where the majority of what we're doing. So this is not a regular thing. So hopefully it will be. I'll have the time for it, but I just work way too fucking much for that to happen. So I will see you guys. Sub, all that good stuff, man. Bye.